I'm Stippy the Archer and welcome back. I'm back in a workshop and I'm back with another project, another restoration. All of these restorations are quite fun and exciting for me and I really love to do them. So the bowyer who's teaching me how to restore bows and hopefully this winter how to make my first laminated longbow and or general how to make my laminated bows and make my bow form and everything. Is a really nice guy and he's decided to give me another project or give me a really cool bow to make it to restore it, make it my own, and it is quite a challenging project, but here I am, so I guess we're doing this. So I always wanted a Black Widow, and this is 1993 Black Widow. Middle piece, or the riser. The limbs are Black Widow style, but they're from other bowyer, and they're not fitted properly. As you can see, we have overhang here, we have overhang here on the side, and they're not centered because the bushings are not for this type of riser, and the locator pin hole was in a different place, so we needed to bore a new hole. And now my first assignment, before I start to take off all of the varnish and make it real nice and fit to this riser, I need to do first limb alignment. This would be probably the riskiest restoration. This bow needs to get also redone all over the place here. It will get some coloring. For example, the wedge on the limbs is black, so this part will get colored black. All of the varnish is getting taken off. Everything will get resprayed. I will put some more stippling. It has already stippling, so I will put the more stippling and I will make this into a very, very beautiful bow for me. And hopefully it will shoot for a long time. One more time, thank you Mr. Polly for beautiful project. I will try not to disappoint you. He is definitely a great teacher, so that's somebody who you definitely want to impress with your work. So let's put this bow on a vise and I will show you what I plan to do for today. First thing is making the holes fit to the riser and make them limb alignment, make the string travel directly in the middle of the limb. That's the first thing. So let's go. Left and right butter block line, and needs to be all the way back there. So string is running through the middle of the riser, through the middle of the bolts, and all the way that the bow can perform as if intended. So just make sure you can do that as well with a little piece of paper. Just put a piece of paper here, mark the middle and try to align the string through the middle. But this is definitely not expensive and it's definitely easy to do. As you can see, my limbs are aligned pretty good. I will take no biter blocks off and I will take the upper limb, which needs to get more corrected there than lower limb, and I will take, this would be like a fiberglass epoxy resin. Has a fibers and epoxy resin. Is two component things. So you have the activator, which will make it, or hardener, which will make it hard. I have 6 minutes to fill the hole, put some oil or something which will not stick on the locator pin, and put in a hole from the limb a little bit of this petrol compound, and I will press the limb in with that spatula, and then I will string my bow again, and then I will align it again, and then I will wait for this 6 minutes to go by. When it's hard, I will take the string off, and I will have a perfect hole in the middle. The limbs are off, so as you can see, you see that this was the original hole for the bow, which was actually these limbs were made of, or made for, and these are new locator holes here. I will put some masking tape all over the riser. Then I'll put smear some oil on the locator pins so that they're not catching this compound, because oil is slippery. It will just let them slide out, and I will be hopefully left with the perfect holes afterwards. So this was very stressful. So I did manage to do it in time. So 6 minutes I had to fill the holes, squeeze it together, put the limb bolt in, string it up, and check and align again if I needed to do some adjustments. So, and then I was putting it on, and it seems to be more or less dead on, I would say. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, it is dead on. It is dead on. So yeah, now stressful part is just starting, because I need to take now the limb off and see, did I put enough material in to fill the hole, and did everything stick together, and I will never take it apart again. So again, fingers crossed. Let's see. Wow, this is definitely best feeling in the world when you do something for the first time and it works. And then, yeah, need to wiggle them out because they're real tight. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So, oh yeah, straight as a whistle. The limbs are aligned for the Black Widow project, and we are doing today shaping of the limbs, because limbs are not original, so it was a widow style bow, but we are going to need to sand them to fit the riser properly. That looks like they are made for it. So I will show you what we need to sand. And yeah, today I'm in my garage because I have here belt sander and a bandsaw, which I will maybe use or maybe not use. I will see. Probably it's the best way to go is to sand this part. You can see this part. This little part needs to get sanded away, and this edge here. Same on this side, and this side should be flush, so this side is okay. I will put some masking tape. I will take the limbs off. I will put some masking tape on the parts that I don't want to damage, and try to fit the limbs as good as possible. First, they will not be perfect at first, but after I start to sand the riser, I will make them completely flush while I'm sanding the riser, so that it looks completely shaped like it's belonging here. So let's do it. First things first, let's mark where and what we need to sand away. With a green marker, I make it very visible which parts need to go away. Next up, disassembly of the limbs. That would be lower limb. And that would be upper limb. So we have a lot more to take off on the upper limb. I will retest to see. Yes, looking already a lot better. So the fitment is almost good. Now I'm taking it off and going back to sander, putting back on, going back to sander till I have almost perfect fit, and the rest I will do when I start to grind the riser to get complete fit. So after an hour or so of sanding, really careful sanding, I'm having the rough shape of the limbs done. Have a good side window, all good. Still didn't screw up anything, so let's hope I will continue doing it like that. I will go in and make adjustments slowly. I cannot stress this enough. Don't overheat your limb. If you're doing this, be extremely careful. Take an hour. I could grind this in 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I have pretty strong belt sander, have 80 grit paper. Don't rush it. Do one limb a little bit, do the next limb a little bit. Change the sides. Don't overheat the material and the glue. Very important. And be careful, because if you take material, you cannot put it ever back. So it will look bad forever. So I'm continuing with the sanding with my trusty drum sander. After hours and hours of sanding again, I am finally done. Or let's say I'm done for today. This turned out better than I expected, as all of my projects do, because I'm still learning. So yeah, look at this. So they have the contours, and they have like the perfect kind of definitely still lots of sanding to be done. And here you can see those contours. Think that looks pretty good. I will probably make it more natural. Here's a little overhang. Here I need to round a little bit up, but this is everything going to be done by hand before I put the varnish on. So yeah, this is it. It's a beautiful project, and the bow, it is beautiful, and it will be good shooter. Because it shoots awesome. This bow likes to be shot 3-finger under, so yeah. But the fitment till now is not bad. Maybe I will channel this a little bit out towards, give them a little different line, but for now I'm very, very happy. I have some black details what I want to make here in the riser. I want to color these parts that where the wedges of the limb are coming in, that I can that it looks like it's purposefully there. And yeah, and let's hope it doesn't snap on me, because still that's my expectation every time. I will test it tomorrow before I proceed, to make sure that I didn't overheat the limb or that I didn't do some damage to it. But I don't. Those are really good limbs, so I don't. They can take a good beating, I guess. And I was really careful, so yeah. It is Sunday morning. It's quite cold. First coffee. Yeah, so Black Widow project is going fairly well, or very good actually. I'm back in my garage. I'm not in a workshop in a club. I'm usually working stuff, so I hope the lighting is good. But yeah, I do not have much time, so I am doing it at home because I have the machines here, and yeah, I don't need to take all kind of stuff with me and stuff which is costing me a lot of time, so I'm doing it at home. The limbs are fitted, so I have the limbs here fitted. I have them completely flush. They feel real nice. There's still a little overhang, but that we are going to get that while we finish the. While we are finishing it, we will get it by hand. I don't want to do any machine sanding anymore. Much. Flat surfaces, as this surface here, will get machine sanded because there's some glue residue I see there and stuff, which I will do still by machine, but that the rest will get done by sponges. So sanding sponges, like for the cars, for the garages of the cars and stuff, I will do that, and I will color. As you can see, these limbs are having the black overlays. Original limbs on this bow, they were more like the wedges on it, they were more like this color. So I will color this part black, and I will try to, as you can see, there's a red line. That red line is exactly where I want to color, so that I have this part still black, then light colored, same like the limb is. So I want to try to make it look like it's made for it. But overall, I'm very pleased with the performance. I have shot it yesterday, and I'm pleased with the looks. So it will be, and I will definitely shoot this one 3 under with a top, hopefully, maybe even with a fixed scroll. So, but more to that later. So I'm filling on my phone, so hopefully you will see everything. I will put it next to it, and I will just film all of the sanding process. I will sand till I have enough, and then I will sand some more. Yeah, there's nothing to it but to do it, I guess. I have used bunch of sponges. I use these sanding blocks, which are also spongy, but they have a curvature for the curves. I have used some drum sander from my drill, and I have used orbital sander, fine orbital sander, which I did, and so I will clean it now up and let's see what kind of stuff did we do. Turning out to be nice piece. Here, for example, you can still see here's a little varnish still. So back to sanding. Before I continue sanding, I will put the limbs on and check everything if I change some of the shape of the, because I was really careful, but you never know, so yeah. So that would be it for today. I stained the parts here. And most of the varnish is gone. And the stain will look completely black when it's new varnish on it. As you can see, the logo is nice and clear again. Yeah. Hey, so it's another day, and after some days of sanding and fitting, I finally believe that I'm over. So, first things first, what did I do? Stripped the Black Widow riser off his extremely tough varnish. It doesn't look perfect now, but it's smooth everywhere. And stripped it off the varnish. Fitted the limbs so that they're fitting like they're from the Widow. Beautiful limbs. I stained this part that it fits to the lines of the Black Widow, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out. So this will look all uniform after I put several coats of matte finish. The limbs are beautiful. They are completely straight, and you can still see some of the little, but that's now because I was cleaning it. But the varnish is gone and the bow is ready for coloring. This is another view of this beautiful bow. Bow is the Pre-Precision MA riser. I didn't know that. I do not know much about Black Widows, but I have read and I found some people saying that this is a really sweet shooting bow. I really hope it's going to be good. The limbs are tailored for 3 under and it feels awesome. You can shoot it really good 3 under. And you can actually string walk it and shoot a fixed crawl with it. It is silent with any type of crawl, with any type of string walking. This sounds completely the same, which is really exciting because I want to do the videos about string walking, fixed crawl, 3 under and stuff like that. So I will put it apart, I will inspect it one more time and I will clean it with rubbing alcohol. And I will hang it and we will start to put two-part epoxy matte finish, which is really scratch resistant and really strong. And I will do probably several coats. It's having really quick curing times, so I will do several coats of matte varnish on on riser, and probably 1 or 2 coats on limbs. Really thin because the limbs are good as new. They don't need much. They just need nice matte finish, uniform all over the way, that they are having same matte finish, and that it looks, hopefully it will look like it fits together. I think it looks really good, so I'm really happy with it. So let's go. After I have applied the points, I will start to put the first coat on a riser. So first coat is on. Let's see. I have spray painted it completely. I'm done. Pretty happy with the outcome. I have seen in the riser some little discoloration, maybe some impurities. It's still early to say because it's completely wet still. So after the varnish has cured, it will become completely matte, and after the wood have sucked it in, probably it will change the color again. So then I will be able to show, see if did I do some mistakes, because after the finish is done, immediately you see the mistakes, because then is everything uniform. Then you see, oh okay, this scratch I didn't polish out, I didn't spend enough time on sanding on this part or whatever. Even though I've really sanded a lot, I'm still learning. There will be some mistakes. Maybe did take some shortcuts because I was sick of sanding or whatever. But it is my bow, so and this is a learning process. I wanted to see if I can do the fitment of the limbs on a bow which is not made for it, or on the riser which is not made for it, with a lining. And I learned plenty, and I will cherish this experience now for the next projects, because I have already next project lined up for restoration. I will leave it now overnight to dry, and I will come to you tomorrow or day after, and we will shoot it, hopefully, I guess. See you tomorrow. I'm kind of done with this project, and the bow is looking good. I was putting some deer antler spacers in the middle between for my quiver. That is nice and snug. That the arrows are perfect. Put some string puffs on it. I did make some mistakes while I was coloring, so I will need to resand some of the parts and put still thin layer of varnish on it. But bow is ready to shoot. Is tailored perfectly for 3 under, which I will be shooting this bow either way with, because this bow will be my fixed crawl bow, 3 under bow for gapping, and it will be my string walking bow, because this bow is able to be string walked all day long. So let's go out this beautiful day. It's a little windy, but still it will be good enough. I'm shooting Eastern Legacy 5-inch feathers and 150 grain point with some insert, probably. I'm more around 160 up front, 400 spine. 480, 500 grain. Pretty heavy. For me, really heavy arrows. So let's go out and shoot it. As I said, this bow is really good with the fixed crawl or with the crawl in general. So let's do some crawling. Nice. Yeah. Story about this tub. These tubs are made by my good friend Armin. He makes really nice 3-layer tubs. They perform really good, so dude, thank you. Nice. Rolling works fairly well with this bow. Let's take a couple of shots more and that would be it. If you like this, watch my other videos. I like to restore bows and have fun while I'm doing it, so this little bow was a challenge. It was a lot of sanding. The Black Widow varnish is tough to take off and everything, but yeah, it was worth it. It's a beautiful bow, and I will cherish it as all of my other bows. So if you like this type of content, stick around and see you next one.